Lake Buena Vista, Florida. For the second time this year, the NBA faces a watershed moment that begins with an empty court. The Milwaukee Bucks did not take the court for Game 5 of their first-round playoff series against the Orlando Magic, an act of protest that forced the NBA to postpone its 3 scheduled playoff games Wednesday and threw its already improvised restart into uncertainty. In a statement to the Undefeated, the Bucks indicated that their protest was in direct response to the shooting of Jacob Blake, a black man in Kenosha, Wisc, by police. Blake was shot 7 times in the back in front of his children, who were in his car. The incident again touched on the raw nerve that NBA players, some 80% of whom are black men, have protested en masse since the May killing of George Floyd by police officer Derek Chauvin in Minneapolis. Among many racial injustice issues, police profiling and inordinate use of lethal force against black people is one of the most urgent and emotional problems players have spoken up about during the restart. Yahoo Sports reported that the Lakers and Portland Trail Blazers were close to sitting out their Game 5 prior to the NBA's announcement that all of Wednesday's games had been postponed. The Lakers are sitting on a 3-1 series lead, and the NBA said all postponed games, including the Bucks and Magic and Oklahoma City vs. Houston, would be rescheduled. The decision to sit out was a dramatic escalation of buzz of a potential strike that had been building since Monday as players and other NBA staff learned of the Blake shooting and watched the viral video account. Blake survived but was paralyzed by the encounter. George Hill, a Bucks guard, said following his Monday win over the Magic, "We shouldn't have even come into this damn place, to be honest." In subsequent days, other players publicly accepted sentiment that a return to basketball had sapped some momentum from massive protests following Floyd's death that several of them had marched in, and most had supported. The NBA has largely tried to build a supportive environment for Black Lives Matter, a political movement associated with the changes many players would like to see. The NBA has printed the slogan on its courts, T-shirts and around campus while creating videos in conjunction with several teams that were meant to show support for social justice causes. Players have worn social justice slogans on their jerseys, though some have complained that it was a sanitized form of protest. Raptors guard Fred VanVleet was the first player to publicly bring up the possibility of a strike Tuesday. "We knew coming here or not coming here was not going to stop anything, but I think ultimately playing or not playing puts pressure on somebody," he said. The Celtics and Raptors went on to acknowledge Wednesday that they had discussed the possibility of sitting out their Thursday game.